Duh. Hi, I'm not a woman, after all. Charlotte's Magic Cream. Okay. Matcha powder. Girl, please. Like, tell me another one. This is looking foul. What happened, girl? I hope you don't mind. Babe, it's f***ing green. Frog spawn. No. No, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm going to be totally honest right now. This Charlotte Tilbury concealer, I want to see if this is worth your hard-earned cash. She's telling you need this. So if this works, I will literally suck Huda Beauty. Hello, you gorgeous human being, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be actually trying some makeup products that I've never touched, and you guys love this style of video. Every time I do this, it goes off. So I thought, you know what? Let's keep it up. Let's keep giving you what you want and what you need. Today, we've got a bit of Charlotte Tilbury. I have never even touched Charlotte Tilbury. Can you believe it? Like, girl, how long has she been here? How long has she been selling us every single product? And I still haven't bought anything, but today we finally have some bits. We have a green Huda Beauty powder. Girl, let's not talk about it. We also have this palette from Charlotte Beauty. This is Beyoncé's makeup artist who sent me this. So we're going to be trying this and judging this and seeing if it's fierce. That blue shade is already talking to me. Girl, we have a few fun bits today, and some of it will be a flop and some of it won't, but hopefully it's all fierce, but we will be the judge of that. And of course, if you are new here, I am Krystal Versace, otherwise known as the KV, and this is me trying makeup I've never touched before. Okay, so I'm gonna start my skin prep. Now, I did my skincare this morning and I've got like some SPF on. Something I like to do, because sometimes I'm just gonna skip the step and go straight into my primers, and then I find that my foundation rolls because of the SPF, which is obviously so normal, it's just me being lazy. If you guys have been subscribed for a while, I do actually love this, and I've used this previously. This isn't included in all of the products we're using today. This is the only thing that I have actually used before. These are the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads, but these, I always say they're like a primer in like a pad. They're obviously like an exfoliating one, but they're really delicate on the skin, and it just gives the skin this glow, and obviously it does just like remove that roll up that we could have got if we do leave the SPF on. I just wanted to let you guys know, because I really do stand by these, and I'm not getting paid to say that. I just thought probably gonna work with some fucking products today and some things that I've already been judging before I've even tried them. So at least let's just start with something strong. And do your hands as well. But every time you do use something like this, remember to use an SPF afterwards. But obviously I'm not going out and seeing any daylight today because I'm what? A vampire. Okay, now obviously I am taped and I've got my contacts in. If you want to know how to face tape DIY style, there's going to be a link just here. So now we're going to go into some priming. So I'm going to go in with this cream. Girl, I have heard about this for years. This is not new, just new to me. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It's called Charlotte's Magic Cream. Okay. I don't know if I want Charlotte's Magic Cream on my face, but that's fine. I'll use it anyway. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put it down in words. Ethan just told me this is £80. 80 Great British pounds, girl. That's crazy for Charlotte's Magic Cream. It better be fucking magic. It better be straight from Diagon Alley. I swear to God. Okay. You apparently can get smaller versions that are cheaper. This is 50ml. And it's gorgeous, do you know what I mean? But I'm like, am I spending money because it looks luxury? Well, we're going to find out. I have not jumped into this. You can literally see it's still swirly and whipped. I mean, already she is thick, which I like. Not gonna lie, I do kind of want to eat it. And it smells like luxury. It smells like a less strong version of the Bobbi Brown one. Oh yeah, it smells nice. It smells like a spa. Now, I've heard this stuff is like insane, puts a filter on your face. Okay. Now look, I'm sure you guys have tried all this stuff before, but I haven't. So this is going to be my first impression of these products, and it's going to be honest. You know how I am. Like, girl, I ain't getting paid by this shit. I don't care. I'm going to say how it is. Okay, so now the claims are apparently that this is a high-performance rich moisturizer and primer hybrid designed to instantly hydrate, plump, and smooth skin for a glowing, lifted appearance. Well, yes, if your skin is glowing and it's hydrated, it's going to look glowing and it's going to look lifted and bright. Honestly, this could be a bit of me because, as you guys know, I'm not really a primer girl. I just like a nice cream, like something hydrating, something that's going to hydrate my skin. No grips, which is basically what this kind of is saying. It's like a hybrid. So we're going to see how this performs. I mean, it looks great, you know. I did obviously use those pads. This does feel nice. I will say it has hydrated my skin. It does feel hydrated. It doesn't feel like it's just instantly sunk in. It does feel like it's sitting there in like the best kind of way. £80, we will see. Oh, it's got SPF 15 as well. Okay, so quickly, this wasn't really included in my array of products to try today. This is the matte color corrector, they just sent me it. I think they've just come out with these. I'm like, girl, it has been so long that everyone's been doing color correctors, but obviously I do need it because I do have quite a lot of blue shadow when my beard grows, obviously. Duh. Hi, I'm not a woman after all. I will say this is very orange, which I don't usually use. I like something a bit more peachy. But hey ho, blend that out, nothing crazy. Color correctors are color correctors, do you know what I mean? And they didn't really send many shades. I don't know if they have any kind of variations of a peachy kind of orange tone. This is it. This is not really gonna work for many skin types. I really like the Huda Beauty ones because they're more peachy. I'm just gonna lightly set that with a tiny bit of powder that's left on my powder puff. Nothing extra. Okay, boring stuff out the way. Let's get into some makeup. So, I have got more Charlotte Tilbury to try. We're getting kind of the Charlotte Tilbury out the way because she sent me a lot of her skin products, which is kind of what she's known for, is her complexion products, as far as I'm aware. So now we have the Airbrush Flawless Skin Foundation. Now, I know a lot of you tried this. I've seen this all over TikTok. And I said, I've never touched Charlotte Tilbury. I should hope not. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared because I'm not gonna go on my Krystal stick today. I know. Girl, calm down. I'm gonna be going straight in with this so we can really see how this performs. Now, I'm reading this right now. It says the Airbrush Flawless Foundation stays all day and night, weightless, full coverage. Okay, I'm in. I'm sold. Glad it's full coverage because I swear like there's not many full coverage foundations on the market anymore. Like, what happened, girl? Pingo is out. Have you not heard? I think I'm going to go in with this shade here. This is 7 Neutral, and I'm just going to see what this looks like. They're all very similar, but they've got different undertones. Okay, that one's a little warm for me. Let's try the other one. Oh, that's a lot different. Okay. That's going to be more me, I think. It's weird because it actually looks really similar in the fucking thing, but they're like completely different shades. Okay, which one was which?
On her website, she's got 44 shades.
That's good. 44 shades I've just heard, so that's really fierce. Miss Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, so I'm going in with the shade 6 Neutral. I'm not gonna lie already, I'm seeing thickness. And, you know, thickness is a good sign. I'm just gonna go in with the product here. Let's just see what she can do. Now, this should really perform well because she's on top of the magic cream. So if this doesn't, girl, Charlotte Tilbury, you're a flop. But we shall see. We are getting a lot of coverage, so I'm quite impressed already. It feels so weird when I don't use Krystal and just go straight in with a woman foundation. But this is really to see how this performs. So I did like 3 pumps. To be fair, I could get the whole face covered with this if I really was trying. Obviously, we're going to need a little more because we're bringing this down on my neck too.
We also have to appreciate that you do use more than the average person.
Yeah, true. I would use more than the average person. So she's pretty much all blended it out. Honestly, I'm quite impressed. This was like 4 pumps later, but I did cover my neck as well. And obviously I'm using a lot more foundation than the usual person. But honestly, so far, I'm like, this is full coverage. Also, it does feel like it's definitely dried down a bit. It's kind of gone to like a satin finish.
It says on the website it's a soft matte.
It's a soft matte, yeah. I would say that's pretty bang on, to be fair. I'm not really like a matte foundation kind of girl. I like my stuff to keep moving until I actually put powder down. That's just how I like to work. Honestly, for like the average Joe or Kelly, do you know what I mean? This is actually quite fierce. It looks good and it would be easy to use. I can see why it's like blurring and filtering because it does just like naturally dry down. I think it's actually really pretty. And thank God we've started off with some nice coverage because you know the foundation is the base of it all. If this fucks up, go. What's the fucking point? You know what? Already I'm seeing success. I'm seeing what she said. So cute. Let's move on. Okay, so this is basically going to be a lot of Charlotte Tilbury for the first part of the video, but let's just see how it works, girl. I know, as I said, she's been around for a fucking while, so let's really put her to the test. I'm now going to go in with this here. Now, I have just taken this out. I haven't used it on myself. I literally was just trying to get it out to see what it felt like when I got it in the PR and see if it was my right shade, and it seems to be okay, so I'm just going to give it a go today. So this is the contour wand. Easy. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand. Easy Contour. This is in the shade Medium Deep. I've seen a lot of people use these as well, so I'm curious. I don't really change my cream contour from the Krystal sticks. Let's just see what happens, girl. Also, apparently this is £31 and the foundation was, what, 40? You know, that is a higher end foundation. Yeah, see, I never know how to use these. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, it just feels weird. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it. It's obviously plastic packaging as well, like it's nothing crazy, but hopefully it's just a fucking dream to blend out. And hopefully this isn't dry because I'm not living for this like from spawn bronzer right now. This is looking foul.
For a natural looking sculpted finish, buildable and blendable formula, easy to use magic cushion applicator, and it's a social media sensation.
Yeah, well, okay. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, I mean, it's blending out easily, which I'm glad about, especially on top of the matte foundation. Sometimes things can go patchy. That's another reason why I don't like matte foundation and concealers and stuff really on my face, because, you know, once it's set, you're putting more product on top of that. Sometimes it can like move it around and make it patchy. But this doesn't seem to be making any patches. It has a really nice color as well, actually. They actually sent me like a really, really nice shade, so work. I was scared this was going to dry. It looked like it was going to dry and I was just going to have circles over my face, which was going to be not the look. But honestly, I can kind of sense that this is intended to be easy to blend, which is interesting to me. Whatever's in the formula, I'm like, okay, girl, honestly, that is quite pretty. Like, I will say, and this is not something I would like. I would judge this, and I have. As far as, like, actual performance, girl, she's whipping her hair and she's doing splits. I'm like, fair enough, Miss Chilb. Miss Chilb. Miss Charlotte Tilbury. This is easy. If I was doing my makeup quickly for work, this is kind of something I would like to use. I can see the vision. Miss Fierce. Okay, Miss Chilb. I don't know why I keep saying that, Miss Chilb. I'm, like, merging the words. Miss Tilb. Miss Tilby. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Into words. Moving on. Okay, so let's finish off this base and get on some concealer. We're going to be going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Blur Concealer. So I guess this is the sister to the foundation. Now, I've heard great things about these, and I'm very curious to try these. Let's start with the darker shade, and then we'll just brighten it up as we go along. Loving already how big the applicator is, I will say. Ethan behind the camera said he's used these and he loves it. So let's see if I do too.
It has a weightless full coverage, up to 24-hour creaseless wear, and I do not know what this next one means. Elastic stretch that naturally flexes with you.
Girl, this is Elastigirl. What's going on? Okay, let's just see. I do like this applicator though. It has like a flip to it, like it's like tapered. I will say, I don't know if it was a mind thing because he said elasticity, but like I do feel like it's like thick, but it's, I don't know how to say it. I literally don't know the word. Silicone-y, like it feels, not in a bad way, but it feels like it can, it's got a bit of like rubberiness to it. I literally don't know the word, it sounds crazy. Over that, she's fucking queening out, selling this shit to me. Brush, I'm gonna blend this out. I'm not gonna go into too many details about my techniques today. Of course, if you don't know, I teach how to get the perfect base and like all my techniques, my brushes, why I use things, blah blah blah, all that over at House of Krystal. There'll be a link here if you guys want to know how to get the perfect base. Obviously today we're working with products I've never worked with, but let's still hope it looks somewhat okay. It won't look perfect as it usually does, but I'm on the right track. Okay, so I will say already, we are getting coverage. Like honestly, I don't think I've tried a concealer for a while with this much coverage, and I'm impressed. I thought Miss Charlotte Tilbury was clean girl aesthetic, and I'm like, do you know what? I'm impressed. We've got full coverage, everything so far. No, the bronzer wasn't full coverage, but it still was really gorge. But I'm into it. I'm like, I want full coverage, period, duh. Now for the center here, I'm gonna add a lighter shade. One I used previously was 3.5 fair, and then this one is gonna be 2.5 fair. This one looks a little paler. Oh, ever so slightly. Usually go for a bright under eye, but it's okay. We're just going to make work with these shades. Okay. That is coverage. I mean, it's pretty, gals. I think I didn't even need to put this much on. This is going far, this concealer, I will say. That is a full coverage concealer. I mean, these products blend like a dream. I don't know if it's just my brushes today, but like, I use these brushes every time. And I'm like, this feels dreamy to like work with, these products. It just feels like it's effortless, which makeup should be. You shouldn't have to work to fucking blend a product in. Okay, I'm going to add a tiny bit of nose contour cream off camera because this one isn't going to work for my nose contour. I'm very specific about that. As you know, that'll be on House of Krystal too. So I'll be right back. So I just did my nose contour off camera, and obviously I'm seeing my makeup up close. I will say, and I'm going to be totally honest right now, this Charlotte Tilbury concealer is one of the best concealers I have ever tried. I'm just going to say that.
You rarely say that.
I will never say that about a product. Like, Rarely am I impressed anymore, like truly. And there is something about it that I'm feeling like as it sits on the skin, there is this kind of elasticity. I don't know what it is. There's something in there that is making it sit like an extra layer on top of the skin. There is some sort of stretch. I think as a product, I'm very impressed that that has got that claim just in that. That is impressive to me. That fucking hate. Coming up. I'm gonna ruin it. She just has no clue.
She has no idea that she sent it to you.
No. These are like the perfect shades to put in this palette. Like, why is that insane? It's going in my makeup bin. Okay? It's just fucking weird to me. How do you keep up with it? The falseness. When it's so false. Not that fierce. Go, he knows what the fuck he's doing. All jokes aside, I do feel like she kind of tarnishes her own brand sometimes. And then the one thing I really did not like. I'm gonna set this down now. I am gonna, oh, maybe I'm gonna ruin it now. I'm gonna ruin it. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Matcha Powder. Girl, please. Like, tell me another one.
I'm not joking, bitch.
Do you know what I mean? Like, girl, you know how I feel about Huda Beauty. You know, some of her products, real fierce. Her powders, the formula, mwah, chef's kiss. These colors, girl, I'm sick of it, I'm sorry. First of all, matcha, gross, literal sea moss. I'm not eating that. And I did, and I spat it out. It was gross. Everyone's like, you have to have vanilla in it. You have to put this in it. Girl, you might as well have a fucking milkshake or a frappe. I don't want to be eating fucking green tea with fucking loads of sugar in it. Like, defeats the project. Blah, blah, blah. Boring. Next. I get it's popular. I get it looks cute. Love the green. Love the this. Green powder.
It's whack-a-doodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time.
We're gonna have to see. I'm just not convinced, you know? The pink one I get. Brightening, especially with blush and stuff, it's the perfect kind of marriage of products to create that gorgeous under eye. I understand that. But green, girl? Who wants green makeup? Who wants a green under eye? What are the claims? That it's a color correcting powder? I feel like we're gonna fuck this up. Apparently the claim is it's a color correcting powder. Now my thing is like, hold up, Miss Huda. Why are we color correcting with powder? Surely the products that you are setting before is covering wherever you got that you need to add green. Like, do you know what I mean? The whole point of color correcting, at least to start with, is to do it under the foundation. I don't want color correcting on top of my makeup, because then you're just adding color to the corrected makeup. Like, girl, it's just too much. And I get it, it's popular. To me, that's the only reason why this has come out. So I want to see if this is worth your hard-earned cash. We respect like the trend, and we respect that it's all camp and fun sometimes, and it's just fun to switch it up. But at the end of the day, girl, she's telling you need this. So I'm gonna let you know if you do. Okay, this is the powder, girl. I'm so fucking scared of this. This is not gonna work, and I'm saying it right now. Okay, watch. I'm sorry to the Charlotte Tilbury Fierce Concealer, but you're about to be matched. So I'm just gonna puff into my hand like I would usually. Yeah, we're ready to go, okay. No fucking way. I'm sorry. Don't make me do this. I'm like fuming. Are you seeing this?
It's like a little bit green.
Babe, it's fucking green. It's Grinch green, hun. What? God, if this works, I will literally suck Huda Beauty's just as like a sorry. It's just like, what's the fucking point of putting on makeup if you're just gonna look ugly? Do you know what I mean? Like, right now I'm like, what's the fucking point of carrying on this video? This is like, I'm sorry, don't demonetize me. This is fucking batshit crazy. This like ruined my makeup. Okay, we're not gonna jump ahead. We're doing a review. I'm just getting too far ahead and I'm judging. But like, I can't set my whole face with this. Like, I can't. Okay, we're just gonna wipe this away. No. No, it's not happening. I'm sorry. It set me, but it's made me grey. Like, the fucking powder formula. Oh, chef's kiss. Love her formula so much. Green. Okay, we're gonna have to change the thumbnail to ruin my makeup, because this has actually ruined my makeup. It looks like I'm sick. Yes. What's the point? I'm fuming. I've got to stop. Okay, so I just went off camera and obviously did like my bronzer and added some bake down. I did not use the green one, girl, to add some bake, because I was like, that was crazy. I think I might have saved it by like letting my usual translucent powder just like sit there. Let's hope, but never again am I using that. I'm so sorry, Miss Huda, but it's just not happening again. Sorry. Enough of that. Let's move over to eyes. So I do have this Rock Beauty. This is the the Le Diamante Animal. Le Diamante Animal 10 color eyeshadow palette. I mean, it looks insane, I will say. Like these, girl, are you freaking kidding me? Like that and that blue. We're gonna have to use that blue. I think we're gonna do a blue eye today. I'm already so inspired. I love the story here. I love the shimmers, and also we have the perfect matte, which I like to see. We have a really dark one, some transition shades. This palette to me is like doing a nice neutral eye and then adding a shimmer on top, which I think is a really, really good way to encourage people to use color. Sometimes these color palettes, when it's like matte color shade, sometimes people don't want to do a colored eye. They just want like a coloured shimmer. And I think this palette is already encouraging that, which I'm really on board with. So I'm loving that story already. Now, Raphael is actually an insane makeup artist. He's renowned for being Beyonce's makeup artist, which is already having that under your belt, girl, fierce drag. And he also does Kim Kardashian, obviously my fucking idol. And he does a lot of the Kardashians makeup here and now and then. So, okay, so we just found out this palette is £54, which is obviously more on the expensive side. But I will say it is already looking like luxury. It doesn't look like a cheap made palette. These shimmers look expensive. I'm gonna go in with this basically transition shade here. Okay, so I'm just gonna place that shade in here. Yeah, already that's actually a really nice transition shade. It's like got the perfect amount of warmth, but it's not too much. But we're not also getting any fallout. Like already, there's no fallout happening at all, which is pretty good. They are hard, they are pressed hard, but
the neutrals are all cream to powder formula.
That's actually really interesting. Apparently this is a cream to powder formula, but I actually was thinking that there's like no kickback at all, like nothing. It's like it's not an eyeshadow. It's like some sort of hybrid between the two. I've never used anything like that. I'm so interested. And then I'm going to go and deepen that by going in with this shade here. This is Giraffe Sabia, I think. God, these are gorge. These are like going on like butter, as it says. God, what is going on today? There's something in the air. Other than the Huda Beauty powder, the claims are real. The proof is in the pudding, you know? I will say the payoff is very light. I'm like going in and I would like a little bit more payoff, but due to the formula and its specifications, I'm like, do you know what? I am impressed, and I think it is a very unique play on eyeshadows and the way you can work with eyeshadows. Obviously, he does really fierce glam, but he's not going in and like, he's not doing drag, do you know what I mean? Still giving me what I need. Okay, and then I'm going to jump into the darkest matte shade in the palette. This one is called Pantera Cafe, and this is like a cool toned dark grayish brown, so we're really going to get some depth. Yeah, I'm loving these shades. These are like the perfect shades to put in this palette. He has got that right, and I can see the intention, and I'm really enjoying that. This is a real makeup artist palette. Like, this is really to create some fierce looks. The only thing I would say, I would love for there to be a black in here, just because I'm always going to use a black on my eye just to deepen things up. But other than that, right, so I'm going to go in with a black eyeshadow from another palette just for the look. I could just leave the eye, but because I'm going to add a lash and I'm doing drag, girl, yeah, I know, surprise, surprise, I do need just a little bit of depth so we can make that lash blend. I'm only going to do a little bit today so we can really see the eyeshadow do its thing. I mean, it's already working amazing with other eyeshadows because obviously this is a different formula, so that's already a really good sign, actually. Okay, I'm also going to say, because it is like a cream formula, the black eyeshadows that I usually would go in with are showing up even better because they're like gripping to the eyeshadow, which is genius. I'm like, bitch, I'm going to need a full matte palette of just those shades in every single array of grey and brown, because that's going to be my go-to. Guys, I'm not being paid to say any of this. Let's be real clear about all this. This is a brutal, honest review of new makeup I've never touched before, and I'm truly gagged by some of these products. Like, truly. So now that's done, the kind of contour slash base of the eye, now we're going to go in with these shimmers. So I'm going to jump in first just with that blue. Honestly, I just want to see how she do on the eye. So this is the shade Leopard. I'm not even going to try, girl.
The dyslexia edit on this video is going to be so good.
Oh, God. The Leopardo Nawele. Okay. The blue shade. So I'm just going to take a kind of like fluffy flat brush. Let's just get her on. This might not work with a brush. It might need to be a finger stitch. Now, I'm not going to add a primer. I'm just going to get her on. I trust that these could probably carry their own. Gorge. I think I do need to go on my finger, I will be honest. Usually shimmers just work better with your finger anyway. Wow. Again, even that feels different. It's like got glitter in it, not even just a pigment. And I'm just building this up. It looks insane. Like, that's just one shimmer. It looks like I've added, like, different layers of glitters and this and that. That is one product. One shimmer eyeshadow. And it's got all this galaxy happening inside. That's incredible. Raquel, you better work. Giving people what they're paying for. Okay, now I do want to add a tiny bit of this shade here. This is like a silver shade and it's called Serpenti Chroma. So a bit of me, are you kidding me? So I'm going to add this into like the inner corner here just to give that some brightness as well. God, it's just so pigmented. That's crazy. Ooh. I'm gonna add a bit more blue just to like merge that. I mean, I will say these aren't like the easiest eyeshadows to use, but I feel like when you get the hang of it, because this is like a very, very specific formula, when that's catching the light, that is like the prettiest thing ever. Like, are you kidding me? That's like a... I'm just gagged how that's an eyeshadow that's like pressed into a palette, you know? You only get that kind of payoff if you're really working with like liquids and glitters and things like that. But for something to just dip in and go straight on the eye with no primer, honestly... very insane. To get this palette £54 is probably actually quite a steal, because to get this kind of effect usually I'd be using like 2 to 3 different products. So to get it all in one product in one palette is an achievement on its own. Okay, so that's the eye so far. I'm going to repeat the same eye on this side and I'm just going to finish it off with a bit of liner. I've got no new eyeliner to try today, so I'll be right back. Now it's time for lashes. So I did my rest of my makeup off camera. I use obviously my MAC full coverage foundation powders to like do my base. Girl, I'm not going to spill it all here. That is for House of Krystal. I'm just going to put it here to achieve the perfect base. And we did save the matchup face, guys. Okay. Okay, so next product. We're going to try the Raquel lashes. He sent me these and he's kind of like known by his makeup brand for his lashes. So I really want to try these, and these aren't some prissy lashes, honey. These are big lashes. So I'm all in and I'm ready to try them and see what they look like on moi. These are over the moon lashes, and these are big, but they don't look like plastic, you know? They're like big but fluffy and shaped well. I'm into it. I want to put it on my eye. So I think they're going to be too big for my eye, which is normal for a pair of lashes. So I'm just going to trim the outer bits off. These are on a very invisible lash band. I'm just going to chop like a little segment off. And I think that's going to be perfect. Just be careful when you are removing these lashes because they are really delicate. You can easily rip the band, so just be really careful with these ones specifically. Guys, if you only saw what was going on here, there is literally matcha powder everywhere. It literally looks like I've been ready to make a matcha tea. What is it? Matcha coffee? I don't even know what it is. Whatever. Matcha bullshit, and it's just gone everywhere. Anyways, let's put these lashes on. God, it's actually really pretty. Raquel, girl, you need to calm down. Like, I'm actually being serious. Like, why is that insane and gorge? Look how feathery and soft, but dramatic and smoky it is. Girl, not one of these try-on videos, like trying new products and it actually being fierce. What's happened?
I think every time we've done one of these, it's only been Huda Beauty that's let you down.
Oh, girl, literally every time. She just has no clue.
She has no idea that she sent it to you.
No, she has no idea who I am either.
That time you met her and her assistant was fooling over you.
Yeah, the assistant was so lovely. She was really nice, but I think, I'm not gonna lie, this could be maybe for the Patreon, but she's just... Thanks for sending me stuff. These lashes are insane. I'm gonna need a restock immediately. Thank you very much. No stacking, no nothing. Just a cut on the end. And we've got a really pretty lash. And it's complimenting the eye so much. Go, you don't know what the fuck he's doing. Next product, I want to try this blush from Urban Decay. They just sent this through. Just thought that is a really pretty colour. You know I'm so over the blush game. But I just saw this and I was like, it is pretty. At least let's hope it is. It's got a little bit of kickback, which is fine. Let's just put this on my cheeks. It's pretty. It's like very pink. If I am using blush, I do like these like pinky ones, to be honest. So I'm already enjoying this. I'm gonna meet that up there. I don't want to add more than that. That is a little pink. You know what blush is like. It just fades. So I think it will actually marry really nicely into the rest of the makeup. But that is a really pretty shade. I like it as well. It's not too bulky. It's just cute and chic. And it's a really matte shade of blush. There's no shimmer, which I love. Rarely get that anymore. Yeah, that's more than enough. It's pigmented as fuck as well. So if you guys want a real pink gorge blush, about if you're out there, you're going to live for this. Now onto lips. So I'm going to try this Fenty Beauty lip liner. I've never tried their lip liners. I know it's nothing crazy or exciting, but sometimes a lip liner, like, I mean, it's something I just love. Let's just see if this is nice and gorgeous and creamy, which I hope it is. This is in the shade Trace Out. It's like a really nice brown. Oh my god, it's really creamy. God, it's like a bit too creamy, bro. I'm like barely touching my skin. A lot of pigment. Look at this. It's so creamy, not gonna lie. I feel a bit scared working with these. I might actually use a brush to drag it down because it's that creamy. Have a shot every time I say creamy. I'm enjoying just taking it on the brush and building on the lip. I feel like these lip liners are going to be great for any makeup artists out there. They're so creamy that I feel like it's kind of good to do on a client, if you get me. I might be using these for my next Get Crystallized guest. Pretty though, nice shade as well. I'd say these are like for a pro, for sure. You can get your lip on without a mirror kind of girl, then you're gonna love these. But if you're just starting off and you're a bit shaky, I would probably avoid these. These aren't very beginner friendly. Last product, I'm going to go in with the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay. Now, this is actually a reformulation of the iconic setting spray that we all know. And this is now up to 24 hours, which is actually crazy to have that sort of claim. So we're going to have to test that. Now, I am working with them soon. I'm not working with them in this video. So I kind of want to try it before I work with them. But if you guys want to see how long it lasts for like a really fucking long night out, you'll have to go over to my TikTok and see how it did on there. So let's just give this a whirl. Waterproof, transfer resistant. Okay, we're going to see if it's transfer resistant. Okay, so it's also got a new bottle as well. I think the packaging's a lot better than the last ones. The last ones were like really not that fierce. I do love this setting spray, like the other one, so I'm sure this won't be too different. Okay, two things. The spray's better and it smells a bit better. Oh, it does just like give me the finish. God, look how amazing my skin looks today. Okay, we're not doing final reviews yet because I need to get in drag, but something is happening today. And I think it's Miss Charlotte Tilbury. We're gonna find out. But before we do that, let me get in drag. See you in a sec. Okay, and we're back. Really gorge. I've literally not done one of these videos before and finished it feeling fish fresh to lap, scallop, mussel, and clam. Like, girl, that's the tea today. And we have to break it down, girl. Some of this stuff was questionable to say the least. Honestly, some stuff I think has changed my makeup game. I know I said it, I dropped it. Whoa, the KV loves a product. Yeah, gag, make an applause. My favorite thing of them all, I will have to say, is that concealer. Girl, that concealer, even like since after doing more makeup steps, I literally was looking at it like, is this for fucking real? Like, this is crazy. And I don't really feel like crazy about certain products, but even like when I was adding my full coverage powders, if you guys have watched my base tutorial at House of Krystal, you guys know how much I go in with my powders, and I just felt like even they like stuck to the skin a bit more. And then I thought about the elasticity that kept coming up when Charlotte was describing her product. There's something about it, there's like a bounce to it, like a grip to it, like a movement to it that I've not seen in a product before, and especially a concealer. So Charlotte Tilbury, the Flawless Filter Concealer, is a fucking win for me, and I will have to get more restock because I feel like it just did something. It's either that or the makeup gods on my side today. Honestly, the foundation was still just as fierce. Also, I did really like the cream. This was actually really gorge. I mean, it's fucking pricey. I will see how I'll get on with it and maybe come back to you guys after I've gone through the whole thing and see how much it lasts. Using it just for makeup and not skincare, yeah, it could last. And I will have to say it did exactly what it said it would do, you know? And then the one thing I really did not like is that fucking powder. Girl, that matcha bullshit is not going in my makeup kit. In fact, it's going in my makeup bin. Okay? Matcha in itself is a whole thing for me. I'm like, girl, I can't get on board with it. I'm not riding that roller coaster ride. No, thank you. I do not want to be green, and if I wanted to be green, I'd fucking use that. So, like, as I said, I love the formula that Huda Beauty presents in her powders. She has one of the most insane powder formulas. Without a doubt, you can't knock off of that. But these green shades, like, what is next? Gonna be blue? Watch it happen, bitch. It's gonna be blue. And she's gonna be going, everyone become a Smurf. All jokes aside, I do feel like she kind of tarnishes her own brand sometimes with these products that are kind of money grabs, because she does have some sickening formulas out there. And I just feel like that kind of stuff, yeah, it's fun and games, but like, you are selling it to people that are spending their hard-earned money on these products. I just think it's a little bit of a shame, you know what I mean? And also, it's not inspiring, girl. Like, it isn't creative makeup, you know what I mean? If you were coming out of a palette with colours and it was crazy colours, yeah, getting creative. But this is, like, meant to be encouraged to just use as a normal bake. No. I was gonna just mention my faves and my worsts. I also do want to say I do love this palette. This is so insane. Raquel, you are insane for creating this. I will say the only downside to it is that it takes a long time to do an eye look. Like today I took a lot longer than I usually would have. However, due to this formula and the fact that it's kind of a hybrid between a cream and a powder, I think I can excuse it because it is so unique. Because it's a complete different formula, again, I've never seen it ever before. I think even for myself, I was just getting used to like playing with these for the first time. But as far as color story, as far as creativity, but also still playing it in the safe zone with feeling comfortable, like you guys out there, if you would use it, I think this is an incredible palette and I want to see more. Thank you for sending me all those products to all the brands out there, and I hope to receive way more so I can review them on the channel for you. And of course, before I log off, I just want to say a special thank you to all my members at House of Krystal. You guys are literally the best, and I could not do any of this without your guys' support, and you just enable me to be able to be so creative constantly and deliver insane content for all of you out there, and honestly just live my merry old life, just being creative, playing with makeup, and teaching you guys as well as myself. So thank you out there. I love you guys so much. And if you want to become a member of House of Krystal, the link will be just here. I actually had a FaceTime call with all my House of Krystal members, and we were like going through ideas of like what to bring to the Patreon. And after this, I'm going to be reviewing one of my performances because I feel like you guys want to get inside my head when it comes to me clocking myself, girl. So I think that's really important, and that's the kind of stuff we're doing over there. We're like dissecting, improving, becoming fiercer and fiercer by the day. But that's all for now. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely week. Bye.